Western Cape Premier Helen Zille has called on the District 6 land restitution claimants in Cape Town to be united, as this is the only way they can ensure their claim is fast-tracked. She was addressing land claimants at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology in Cape Town. Reporter Bulelani Phillip joins me on the line. Bulelani, a very good evening to you. That process of land restitution claims has been very frustrating for the residents of District 6. What was their response to the Premier's address?
Well, good evening to you, Zinga, and to the viewers. Essentially, this was a routine meeting, of course, just to give an update of how far the process is. As you've said in your intro, that it's been really a frustrating process for all the claimants as they await the finalization of the process. They've been waiting for over 20 years, and now they are going to court to ensure that they force the government to actually come up with a development plan and framework that will ensure that the process goes forward in a smooth manner. The case will be heard this week on Wednesday in the Western Cape High Court. And of course, what they have said and they've reported back on is the issue of the Minister of Land Affairs and Rural Development, Minister Maitenkwana Mashabane, who has missed the court's own order that should be submitting this developmental framework by the 26th of February. And of course, that order was granted in November last year. So now the claimants are going back to court and will be relying on the court's discretion and direction in terms of how the process is going to be moving forward.
The Freedom Front Plus has said that this issue shows why the ANC is at fault and that it's the ANC's fault that it's taken so long. What are the residents' views on why this process has taken so long?
I think the biggest and the most emphatic issue that the claimants have made today is that they continue to call on the three spheres of government to work together to ensure that the cooperative governance framework is observed. Of course, they've been also calling on politicians to stop politicizing the issue because we have the city of Cape Town that has got the responsibility of providing bulk services. The province who's got a portion of the land that belongs to them. And of course, you've got the national government that is the one that is overseeing the entire restitution process. Now, of course, if all those three spheres of government don't work together and cooperate accordingly, therefore the process will also be stumbled and stifled in terms of going forward. So the claimants are emphasizing that the matter must not be used for political ends.
Bulelani, you told us about that missed deadline, but have we heard from the Department of Rural Development and Land Reform as to why deadlines are being missed and why this process is dragging out, despite the Land Claims Court also being quite clear last month on what government needs to do?
At the moment, there's still no indication as to why the department has missed that deadline. And of course, as part of inclusive participation that was expected today was that there was an invite that was extended to the department to be part of the meeting. But as we've seen, there was no official or any of the representative from the department that honored the invite to be part of the meeting, as well as also to shed light in terms of why the department has missed the deadline. But by the very nature and matters of this nature that are before the courts, government or any other official authorities would be reluctant to comment on these things in public, of course, hiding behind the role of sub judice.
SABC reporter Bulelani Phillip joining me on the line on that District 6 story. Now,